Hello, everybody. Today, I'm going to introduce to you is how to use ABSS to learn basic accounting 101, more towards the double entry. So let's talk about a very basic one is the expenses. Let's say we go for the spend money and I want to pay the bill to Popular. And the Popular is $300 for what is the stationery? Urgent, okay. And the chart of account code I will select is office supplies. That's all from here. I record. So because I pay from the bank, so you can look at the double entry. Let's take a look for today. I will be credit bank $300 and debit my expenses office supplies. Is that very simple? Let's go for the second one, will be the trade debtors, or I got to enter sales double entry. So very simple, we go to sales, enter sales, select the customer, call double entry, customer private limited, and I just key in sales, post to the relevant chart of account, which is a preset, call income, sales, and service. Let's say this invoice is $1,000. I just key 1,000. What I need to do, you just click record, done. So again, let's look at the double entry. It will be, it's a sales double entry. Debit trade debtors. Credit my income account. So how do I take out the trade debtors, make it, like offset, okay? Or you call it knockoff, which means I have to receive the payment from my customer. So sales, receive payment. Deposit to which bank account? Who pay you money? Double entry. Pay how much? 1,000. Pay by check. Maybe UOB check. I put UOB and the check number. Click apply to, record, and done. So now, first, debit trade debtors, credit my sales. So now is the offset part, which means I credit the debtors, but debit to where? Debit to bank because I received the money. And of course, when we have a sales, we need to have purchase, which is supplier. So purchase, enter purchase. Select my supplier, which is double entry supplier. And key in the supplier invoice number. And here I just put purchase material. And the chart of account is preset already. It's the cost of sales equipment. This is 2,000. I just key and record. So let's look at the double entry. It will be purchase, credit, trade creditors, debit, cost of sales equipment. Okay. So of course, when we have the so-called AP, trade creditors, we need to offset it. If not, you're always at outstanding, which means you haven't go for the payment, make payment to your supplier. So purchase, pay bill, use which bank? Maybe it's my UOB bank. And pay to double entry supplier and UOB bank, UOB is a track number also. And amount 2,000 and click here, record. So look at the double entry again. Now it will be credit the bank, debit the trade creditors. So you offset already. Very simple, right? So let's go for the next one. Next one will be customer deposit. If I receive a customer deposit, I just want to show the double entry. So I will straight away go to the record journal. So basically, which means I debit bank. Okay. Let's say I received the deposit for $500. The memo here, I can put customer deposit from maybe ABC Private Limited. When I have a debit, which means I have the credit side. The credit side for this will be what? It's a liability. So customer deposit is at the liability side. Why is it liability? Because this is still not your asset yet. Because the customer just put a deposit, doesn't mean that they will convert to sales. It maybe can have a refund. It could be anything happen. And in short, this is something like you own the customer yet. You haven't provide any service or product to them. So it's under the liability. I think this way is more easy to understand why at liability. Okay. So that's all about double entry. Another will be prepayment. Let's say I prepayment for rental. Okay. Same thing. I start from the bank first. I pay the rental deposit for maybe 5,000. Okay. I have the credit, definitely I have a debit side, right? So I debit to asset. Why is asset? Prepayment. Why is asset? Very simple. Because they still not belong to my supplier yet. It's still considered my asset. End of the day, I can get the refund from my end. And also they haven't provided me any service and also or what a product or it's just a deposit. It's not deduct for any rental month yet. Okay. So that's the reason why it's still under asset. Got it? It's just the opposite way with the customer deposit. Okay. The very last one is not really about double entries. It's more towards a profit and loss. I always say it's more toward a costing. If anything under cost of sales, this is, we call it direct costing. Anything after the cost of sales, which means after the GP, minus all these things, we call it general expenses or indirect costing. Direct costing, which means today let's say I'm a mobile shop. My direct costing is my handphone. Without a handphone, I cannot operate the business. But instead, without, for example, without admin, a salary one, I still can operate my business. I still can work as a sole proprietor, a one-man show. I still able to operate the system. That we call it indirect expenses. Without Singtel bill, without I have an internet, I still can operate the business. Why? So long I can sell it, I can have physical places to sell the mobile phone. So that's all about direct sales and indirect sales. Thank you.